sweetie. Hello. Oneesan. 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 ASMR triggers are good. Don't worry. Hey, don't bully me. I'm supposed to be comforting you. Why you think I'm gonna comfort you if you bully me? That's just rude. Hi, sweetie. You don't need to stress now. Big Sis is here. I'll take care of everything. Everything, everything. Hello. I got you. I got you. Thank you for the follows. Hi, Karma. Welcome and hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Cute, Imiko, Calavis, Chong, Kakro, Jer, Kaden, Yari, Kylo, Talking Ball Press, Praetor, Saris, Penguin, Big Bra, Jagan, Rocket, Karu, Braid, Luxburg, hello, hello, Borg and I, Chico, Sakao, Kylo, Ginger Boy, Purple Fox, Cannibal Toast Dog, Puppy, Chad Draws, oh my gosh. Chad, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subbies. Thank you, thank you. Kissy for every subbie, of course. I hollow think. British, Javelin, Black Templar, Lumi, Cannibal, hello, welcome in. I wanna be a good boy. Wait, I wanna be a good boy. Don't you mean you wanna be a good boy? You wanna be a good boy. You wanna be a good kitty. I got you. I got you. Thank you for the peepers. Well, I'm here to take care of you tonight. Big Sis has it all under control. So you can just take a deep breath, okay? Take a deep breath and just leave all your stress and all your worries with me. You are safe here. It's okay if you want to rest. You don't gotta be strong all the time, you know. Jordan, thank you for the resub for 18 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's okay. I'm right here. And I'm so proud of you. So, so proud. And I want you to know that no matter what, you will always have a place in Big Sis's heart, okay? Oh, you are so sweet. And I love you so much. You deserve all the good things in the world. And I will always be here for you. Always, always, always. Tap, 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 tap. Tonight, your big sis is going to give you some advice. I know some of you guys filled out the Google form for advice. Huh. Sorry, big sis had to sneeze. Anyways, I know some of you wanted some advice. Pretty much all of the responses I got were serious, and I took some time out of my day the last couple days to jot down some notes for all of your questions because I really wanted to answer them to the best of my abilities, okay? So I'm going to just go through the list of the questions that you guys had for me. Does that sound okay? And hopefully, even if you weren't the one who asked the question, you're able to get some comfort and happiness and some positivity from the answers, okay? Dragon, thank you so much for the resub for 17 months. Thank you. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Let's see. So, first, I won't be reading everyone's names because some of you left your real name for me, but I don't know if you actually wanted everyone to know your real name, so I will leave that out. I'll go ahead and read their message to me, and then I'll give you my response, okay? I'm not sure if you'll get to me given all the other questions, so I'll try to be short. Hey, well, you ended up being first. I'm 25 and I have autism. I'm working 10-hour days, which only leaves me weekends to do stuff. For a while now, I've been trying to socialize and hopefully find a woman I can connect with, but it's been hard with not taking hints or understanding social cues and all that stuff. So, I'm not sure that being my whole self would work out as well as I'd hoped. I've tried dating apps, but they just feel like a cesspool now. I feel like I'm ready to try again, even though it's going to be harder for me than others. Is there anything anywhere else I could try? So, first, I just want to say, I admire how open you're being about everything. You know, it's not easy to share how you're feeling. especially when it feels like everything is against you. But even you reaching out to me is a huge step, so I'm very, very proud of you. Big Sis is very proud, and you're already doing the right thing just by trying to move forward. So here is some of my advice for you, okay? My number one advice is to be kind to yourself. This might sound obvious, but it's really easy to feel like you're falling behind or doing something wrong, but I promise, okay? Everyone goes at their own pace. Whether it's hanging out with friends, making friends, dating, all of these things don't have to happen on a certain timeline. They're all just a part of, your journey in life. So, all you can do is be kind to yourself and hope for the best, okay? And my next advice for you, because you said you don't think you should be your whole self, I want you to know that that is not true. Big Sis says no. You need to be yourself, okay? Being authentic is what makes people draw to you, the people that are supposed to draw to you. And it might be tricky to navigate social cues sometimes, but I promise there are people out there who will appreciate you exactly as you are, okay? And I think it's important to remember that just because a certain connection doesn't work out, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a reflection of you as a person. It might just mean you're still looking for people who are meant to click with you, okay? Well. Another piece of advice I could give you is that dating apps are definitely not for everybody. Maybe you could try looking into activities or group activities where there isn't pressure like dating apps. Maybe like a book club or a hiking group. You could bond over a shared interest and just make friends first without worrying about dating specifically just yet. Oftentimes it's nice to find friends first rather than jumping in and immediately trying to date somebody. At least that's been my experience personally. So, another suggestion I have that might not work for everybody, but it might work for some of you, is if you're really unsure how to navigate social situations, you could consider talking to a therapist or even a dating coach who specializes in social skills. That might sound silly, but I swear it's not. They could give you, personalized plans and strategies that might help you feel a little more confident and make things even better for you. And ultimately, I think, other than of course being kind to yourself, you should remember to take breaks when you need to, because socializing can really drain you, especially when you're really trying to push through and it's a little scary. So don't feel bad to put it away for a little while and just focus on yourself, okay? That's very important. And yeah, that's pretty much my advice for you. Just keep believing in yourself and take things slow and really trust and believe that there are people out there who will appreciate you for exactly who you are. I really mean that, okay? You are worthy of love and happiness and all the good things. You've got this. You've got this. How come you don't really do ear nommies anymore? Because your YouTube channel can get taken down. And your Twitch can get, if you don't have like 18 plus, it can get also taken down, so I'd rather not risk it. I do have some ear nommy stuff on my Patreon, because it's not an issue over there, but I don't want to risk my accounts just for ear nommies. I'm sorry. Yes, or even your big sister, yes. Do you store your ASMR props in a box off stream? I do. I have actually multiple boxes. I keep them in a little cart beside my desk. Best way to be sure that the relationship won't go further is by being what? I disagree. I think not everyone is so very shallow to care only about your looks. And also I would say that we are all our own worst critics. So, yeah. Oh no, I hope you feel better. Actually, good healthy advice. I'm trying to give genuine advice. So, yeah. Hi, welcome in. You have been blessed by the algorithm. Okay, our second question is, does having an older sister help to understand how to relate to girls or to interest them when starting to date them? So, I don't have an older sister myself, but I am an older sister to my brothers, so I definitely do think that having an older sister can help with like understanding how to relate to women and how to connect with them. I mean, if you've got a close relationship with your sister, she could offer some, insights onto things. And she also knows what women like. Of course, not all women are the exact same, but, it is helpful, I think. She may be able to give you advice or things. I think it's important to, think about those things. And even your big sis right now can give you some advice. But it's definitely not the only way to figure things out. Obviously, having a sister might be helpful in certain ways, but also, like I said, every woman is different, so, maybe your sister is very different than someone you would like to date. So it might be different. What works for one person might not work for another, but you can always use your sister's advice as a guide. But I think overall you should just be genuine with every person that you meet and try and pay attention to their own personality. Your sister just upsets you? Oh no, I always wanted a sister. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my brothers, but I always wanted a sister so bad. It just would be so nice, but it is what it is. Yeah, most women are crazy. I'll be crazy when you deserve it. How about that? But right now you don't deserve it. Right now you deserve to be comforted, okay? Big sis is going to comfort you and make you feel happy. Oh well. You got one sister, she's 8 years old, absolutely useless for advice. Yeah, 8-year-old might not be the best for advice. No, an older sister would, maybe. I wish I had a better connection with my actual sister. I'm sorry. Well, I'm pretty close with one of my brothers. The other brother I'm not as close with, which is sad, but it's just because of our family dynamics. We're not the best. But I love him a lot, and I wish we were closer also, so I can relate to, like, wishing that you had a closer relationship with your siblings. It's really hard, and it's not always your fault either, you know. A lot of times it's the parents. They kind of mess it up for the kids, which is unfair. But yeah. Okay. The third question I got is, I've been struggling to balance how much attention I get from my job in college. Any tips on how I can get better at balancing the two? So, as someone who did go to college and also worked at the same time for periods of time, I didn't always have a job when I was in college, but I did for a decent amount of college, and these are my advices to you. So I would say the biggest part of it is prioritizing what's most important and planning ahead. So figuring out what's most important for your work and your school, if you have any big deadlines coming up, and if you know what you need to focus on, you can plan it out. I think using a planner, or I like to use my calendar on my laptop. I like to use that to kind of plan things out for the month and for months coming up, so I don't miss anything important. I also think it's important to set boundaries. So it's really easy for work to bleed into your free time, or for school to take over like work time. So if you can try your best, I know it's hard, but if you can try your best to set specific boundaries, like, okay, this time is for work, and then this time, like, X through Z is for school, it will help you stay a little more focused on one thing at a time, because if you have multiple things going on at once, it's just hectic and stressful. So breaking tasks into chunks. So I like to do this a lot, even with like chores at home. But you know, when you think about like your entire house, I'll use this as an example. Like, if you think your entire house is a mess, it might be a little overwhelming, or a lot overwhelming, to clean your entire house. So breaking it into chunks might make you feel better, and same with like projects or, you know, assignments and things like that. So like, you know, maybe you just clean your bathroom, and that's the only thing you focus on, and then you just clean, you know, you do your dishes, and that's the only thing you focus on, and then slowly but surely you do one thing here and one thing there, and then it's less stressful. Also, obviously, I think it's important to still give yourself some time to relax and take care of yourself. Self-care is important. You can even use ASMR as self-care if you like. Make sure you get enough sleep, and you're eating well, and you do something that helps you recharge and relax as best as you can. Make sure that your hours don't mix with lectures. Yeah, that's very true. That's a good point. Yes. Can you snuggle with Big Sis? Of course. Snuggles are the best, most comfy. You leave your whole house dirty. Kitty paws. Thank you for the kitty paws. And thank you for the headphones too. But yeah. That's my advice for that. I hope that was helpful, at least a little bit. I'm so addicted to ASMR, I can't sleep without it. Am I cooked? At least you're able to get sleep, you know. I think you have to look at the positive sometimes. Nothing wrong with ASMR helping you sleep. Okay, the next question I had was, I want to try doing ASMR, but I don't know when or where to start. My answer for this is always going to be kind of similar, but honestly, you have to just like try it, you know? Like, if you really want to try something, you have to just try it and know that the first time you do it, you might not be very good. In fact, you might be really bad. You might be really, really bad, and that's okay. So yeah, the best way to begin, I think, is, try to find a quiet place where you won't have a lot of distractions, like background noise and stuff. It doesn't need to be super fancy or anything, just somewhere you can relax and record without any interruptions. I like to record in a closet. Yes, I recorded in my closet. So you could record in a closet if you like. You can record anywhere you want. But I do recommend, somewhere without a lot of background noise. And if you don't have a high-end microphone, that's totally okay. My first ever YouTube videos were recorded on my Apple headphones through Vocaroo, if you know what that is. If you know, you know. With like no editing, no nothing. So yeah, you definitely can just start out anywhere and just see how you like it, and then as you go, you might want to invest in a better mic, but for the very beginning, I would just keep it very simple, and then you can think about what kind of ASMR you're most, drawn to. Like, do you like whispering? Do you like tapping? Do you like soft spoken? Or maybe even some role play, like on my YouTube channel. So just, practice by recording yourself and trying different things and see what you like. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. I know it might seem a little daunting at first because it's like you have a lot of pressure, or at least I always would feel a lot of pressure to be like as good as the people I looked up to, but really it just takes a lot of time and a lot of practice, and over time you will naturally get better, as anything you do, Is it a walk-in closet? It's not very big. You can walk in it, but barely. It's not a very big closet, but it works to record stuff. Man, I remember your first video. Wasn't it like a walk on the beach or something? Oh gosh, what was my first video? Now I want to look. You can sort your videos by oldest. It was Dare Girlfriend Plans Beach Trip. It was literally, oh my gosh, so funny. I uploaded this July 15th, 2020. It was 5 minutes and 41 seconds. And I ad-libbed the whole thing. I wrote some like pointers down for myself on my notes, and I just ad-libbed all of it, and I recorded it with my Apple headphones on Vocaroo. Yeah, and I uploaded it, not thinking anyone would probably ever see it, and people did see it. Thank you for the blankie. Oh my god. Tap. Any tips on nicotine withdrawal? I'm trying to quit. I wish you luck. Honestly, I don't really know a lot about it myself. It's not something I've ever personally dealt with. So I'm sorry. I really don't have any tips other than just leaning on people for support, I guess, would be my only really tip. I don't really have any specific tips for it though, unfortunately, because I've never actually experienced it before. Miss Dave, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Everything's going good, JP. Yeah, the tappies are back, don't worry. Oh, that's understandable, Toast. You should listen to, regardless at the end of the day, whenever you listen to ASMR, I hope it can help you feel better, not worse. And if you notice that consuming any content, whether it's ASMR or something else, is making your mental health worse, then yeah, I would suggest not listening to it anymore or consuming that content, because it's never worth hurting yourself over. What the silly cats are doing? I'm doing tappies and I'm going through the questions I got for advice. So yeah, I'm giving advice to some cutie pies as big sis drop. I'm doing good, DJ. Welcome in, guys. Okay, the next question I have actually really, I was able to really relate to this one a lot. So they said, this is about to be pretty sad, but I've lost a couple of friends over the last year, and I just hate how the only way for me to interact with them is whatever dreams my brain cooks up. How do I deal with their ghosts haunting me, but also knowing my brain just makes up memories? And that one made me really sad because I actually really related to it a lot. I'm not exactly sure how you lost these friends, what exactly that means for you, but I lost a very close friend to me this past year. One of my best friends. And it was really, really hard. And I also dream about her a lot. I dream about her, quite often, and it's hard. And I'm really sorry that you've also been going through that. It's really tough, and I can only... It's just it can be kind of disorienting, I feel like, when your mind keeps bringing them up in dreams and memories that really feel real. I know I'll wake up sometimes from the dreams I have of her, and I want to cry because in the dream, I was like, wow, she's here, and then she's not here anymore, and it's really hard. Sorry, I don't want to get too emotional. This one really made me emotional. But it's really hard whenever you wake up. I don't know, I struggle a lot with nightmares personally, but when I dream of this friend, they're usually good dreams, and then you wake up and it's not real, and it's really sad. So I just want to say that it's okay to grieve any losses that you have. It's hard, and even I don't really have all the answers, obviously. But yeah, just know that what you're feeling isn't just made up in your head. You had real connections and experiences and emotions with these people, and when your mind makes these dreams happen, it's just reflecting on those relationships that you had and how they shaped you, so it might feel like they're haunting you, but really it's just your brain trying to make sense of the gap that they left, I think. And as for how to deal with it, I don't know, honestly. Big Sis might not have all the answers tonight. But I guess my best advice I can be is to allow yourself to be sad. And remind yourself that, you know, it's okay. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to mourn relationships that you had. And it's okay to remember the good times that you had together. And no matter what, just that's the main thing I would say, is just remember all the good times and just do your best. That might not be the best advice, honestly, because like I said, I'm not the one to have a lot of good advice about this one, because oh my lord, I need the advice on this one. But just know you're not alone at all, and yeah, your memories and these dreams are just a testament to like how much these relationships meant to you. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. If you were to give me advice, we would be here for a long time. Anyway, how do I deal with a lack of emotions? I haven't felt proper emotion for a few years. Gosh, Rab, I wish I could help you with that one. I feel too much emotion. Sorry, I'm like tearing up. And that question made me really emotional. But just know that all my advice is coming from my heart. Because it is, but it is hard. Also, Gangsta asked, losing is in death or just separation, and that's kind of why I said I'm not sure exactly what this person was referring to, but I think that the advice that I give could apply for either. Whether the person has passed away for you, or whether they're still alive, but you just don't have a relationship with them anymore. They're both really difficult things to go through and deal with, and I think the advice could apply for either one, in my opinion. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Big sis was supposed to comfort you. Why are you comforting Big Sis? You guys are you're so sweet. I used to have dreams of an ex she left unexpectedly, and I would sleep, I would feel her next to me. I'm sorry. Life is unfair, huh? I need to hold it together. I wasn't expecting to cry, oh my gosh. Sorry. See, I used to feel strong emotions, but due to how I was treated, it locked them away and I've lost the key. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess, therapy would be good. Then again, I can't even, in good faith. I mean, I can recommend therapy, but, even I don't go anymore because it's so expensive now. But if you can afford therapy, or if you have really good insurance and it makes it less expensive, therapy might be beneficial for you. Or just talking to someone that you trust about your feelings. No, you guys can't cry too. I'm sorry I'm crying. I'm supposed to be the, big sis, sweet big sis that has it all together and gives you advice. What the heck? Yeah, maybe we need a group crying session. Maybe that's what we need. Thank you for the headbats, guys. Thank you for the stretch break. Thank you. I'll drink some water. That ship has sailed. I've been tearing up for a few minutes now. Okay, this next question will, this next question, if you start crying about this next one, I don't think you'll cry about this next one, although, maybe someone in here feels really passionate about this, but the next question I received was, which slice of bread do you put the jelly on, and which one do you put the peanut butter on? Is there a right or wrong way to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Thank you for this question. Big Sis has this one under control. I think Big Sis can handle this one. I switch it up every time personally. Left, right, left. I just put peanut butter on one side, jelly on the other. Apparently, sometimes people put peanut butter and jelly on the same slice of bread. I feel like that's kind of insane. I feel like it would just get all, like, mushy together, Like, you should one on each side, The jelly goes on both bread slices? That's great. You guys are crazy. You're crazy. They're both getting smushed together. Doesn't matter which is on which slice. That's how I feel, Pilot. Like, it really doesn't matter. You don't double up the peanut butter. No, you need a nice even balance of jelly to peanut butter. So you want it to be the perfect balance so that the sandwich is not too, like, chewy from the peanut butter, like sticky. But you also don't want too much jelly to where you can't taste the peanut butter. You need a nice balance. You've never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Crazy. You're crazy. Yeah, finally a not heavy question. You better not unmod. Insane. Peanut butter goes on left, you wipe the extra peanut butter left over on the knife on the right slice. Then you jelly up the right slice. Anything else is monstrous. Maybe a double put on the peanut butter if it's smooth, but I prefer my peanut butter crunchy. I always buy smooth peanut butter. Although I will say, when I was a kid, I always liked smooth peanut butter, but then I tried crunchy peanut butter and it was really good actually. I was kind of like, wow, maybe I've been missing out my whole life. This is what does it. This is what breaks us. You've never had peanut butter? I really like peanut butter. It's really good, honestly. But yeah, that's my answer for your advice question. My next question I received was, one day I want to be the best dear girl VTuber in all of the land. But to do that, do you have any tips for anyone trying to start out VTubing? Now I have an idea of who this might be. And first, I just want to say, that is such an amazing goal. I think a dear girl VTuber would be super cute. I would love to watch a dear girl VTuber. And it's something that I think you could definitely try to do. So here's a little advice for you. I think the first thing to think about when you want to be any kind of content creator is like, what makes you you? What's your style? What's your personality? Your energy? What kind of content do you want to make? You want to make sure you're being true to yourself. People really like authenticity. So I would lead into that. A dear girl is a very cute and unique concept too, so I would definitely support that idea. I also say that as someone who's literally a basic cat girl, so like, you do you. But I think that's a cute idea. Your avatar, whether it's a PNG or a VTuber model, is like your visual identity, so it's one of the first things people will notice. But I will say, you shouldn't go crazy with like super expensive stuff, at least in my opinion, I would just maybe start out with like a cute PNG, an image, or maybe even like some people do the PNGs that like the mouth opens when you start talking. You can do those too, or just a regular one. I started out with just a regular PNG, and just see if you even like streaming, because sometimes you might think you want to be a streamer, and then you might stream and be like, oh, this is not what I want. But you never know, until you try. So I would, maybe get a little PNG with, the character design you kind of want, and start out there. And then I think one of the biggest things is consistency. So try to stick to a regular streaming schedule the best you can. Even if it's just a couple times a week, I think consistency is really good, so people know when you're going to be live, and I think that's good. So also, a big advice that I have is to don't be afraid to be like silly or scuffed. This is something that I personally have struggled with a lot, because I don't like scuff. As someone who is kind of a perfectionist, scuff is stressful to me, but I will say, from what I've seen, my community seems to like it when I'm a little goofy and the scuff happens, and so just embrace your quirks, don't take yourself too seriously, and let your personality be the star of the show, and just have fun. I think at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, what's the point in doing any of it? So you can do all the things you want. You can stream, you can make little videos, you could collab with other people. As long as you're having fun, whenever is fun to you, I think that's the best. So, and of course, remember to take care of yourself, because especially if you have like a job in real life, or you're in school and you're trying to balance all that with streaming and making content on top of it, it can be a lot. So make sure to take breaths, take breaks and rest when you need to, and so you can stay healthy physically and mentally, and you can keep bringing your best self to your streams every day, just like I do, obviously. You heard nothing. On the way, Siberia. Good night, Kingsta. Good night. Hi, Krug. Welcome in. Welcome. Yeah, I agree, Rab. Starting out with a PNG is the best. Okay, I thought this one, because you got gifted with this model. Wait, you didn't? You thought that I just got gifted with a model? You didn't know I started out as a PNG? You guys are silly. Oh my gosh. You're very welcome. Okay. And this is actually our last question of the night. So someone asked, sometimes more recently I can struggle to find happiness and I'll feel negative. What would you do to cheer yourself up again and find the positives when you feel like no one's there for you? Chat, behave. Down, chat. Down. Okay. Seriously though, I am sorry that anyone feels that way. I know I feel that way sometimes. And just know that, you're not alone in feeling down sometimes. Everyone has rough patches, and it's normal to have moments when it feels like it's hard to find happiness. And if I'm being honest, if Big Sis is being honest, I don't always handle it the best, but I try to. So when I do feel that way, some of the things I try to do to make myself feel better is, well, first, I think it's important that you allow yourself to be sad a little bit. Like, sometimes it's okay to just be sad or be frustrated and just acknowledge that you are sad, and it's okay to be sad, but you just can't let it consume you, you know? Then I would say maybe try to do something that can bring you some comfort, even if it feels like maybe it won't really make much of a difference. Like, maybe you would like to listen to your favorite music, or watch your favorite VTuber, or make a cup of tea, watch a good movie, like, just something you enjoy. I think it's not always necessarily about trying to fix your bad mood at once and be happy again, but maybe just like little things that can bring some comfort to you and make you feel a little better over time. Also, I think doing some, walking can help. I know movement, a little bit of exercise, sometimes you might not want to, but it can actually boost your mood and help release tension. So I definitely recommend going for a little walk to clear your head, especially if it's a nice day outside. Get some fresh air. If you're anything like me, you don't always leave your house enough, and sometimes you need someone to push you, or you need to push yourself to go outside and get some fresh air. Even if it's just like you open your door and just stand on your front porch, like whatever you need to even just get a little fresh air can be helpful. Another thing that I do sometimes that might sound a little cheesy, but I think it's important, is having gratitude for the things in your life that are going good. And I know sometimes it might be really hard to think about the good things when you're experiencing something really bad, or lots of things that feel really bad, but even writing down one or two things that you're grateful for can help, make yourself feel a little better, or at the very least, like, change your perspective a little bit. So, I think that would be good. And then, lastly, I think it's important to remember that emotions are temporary. So, even if in the moment you're really sad or upset, just remember that, it won't be that way forever. You've had times in the past where you were really down and really sad, and you overcame it. You overcame it before, and you will overcome it again. So, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. So you should just be patient with yourself. Snake Corp, thank you so much for becoming a little strawb. Thank you. Thank you so much. But just be patient with yourself and believe that you'll be happy again, because you will, I promise. I know it might not feel that way. It might feel like the world is ending and you're gonna be sad forever, but you've already made it past your worst days. And that's something that I unironically think about a lot when I'm really sad, is like, if you think about your worst days on this planet, you survived them, and you will survive every other one. I really believe that. Miraz, thank you so much for the resub for 21 months. Big sisters, thank you. Thank you. Good advice, thank you. Yeah, when life's hard, you go harder. When life's hard, apparently you do something with lemons. Some people do say that, yeah. But ultimately, I think that regardless of what you're going through in life, it's important to show up for yourself, and be there for yourself. And at the end of the day, if you're ever feeling lonely or sad, you can always come to streams. I hope my streams can cheer you up. You can come to my Irium streams if you haven't already downloaded Irium. I'd love to have you there. I'm streaming even more on Irium during the weeks. You can join the Discord as long as you're 18 or older. There is no NSFW stuff in the Discord. It's just for safety purposes, but everyone's really sweet in there. It's pretty active lately. There are even people in the VCs a lot if you like to VC, or if you just like to text. There are always people texting. So yeah, you never have to be alone, truly. You know, there's always people that will be there for you in our community, okay? I know, chat. I wish Irium would let people outside the US more easily join. I know some people were joining through the QO app, but obviously that's a bit of a workaround. Hopefully one day it won't be region locked how it is. Hey, I figured I'd have to join while live. The name's Brennan. I hope we become very good friends. Welcome to the community, Brennan. Thank you so much. I'll try to remember that. But yeah, thank you. Welcome in. I hope you enjoyed Big Sis's advice. And I hope it made you feel even a little bit better. You mean the world to me. You're so sweet and special, and you deserve to be happy and to feel confident and just good, you know? And I want you to feel good, so I will always be here for you. I promise. And yeah, what's Irium? Irium is an app. It's originated in Japan. It's a VTubing streaming platform on your phone. It lets me stream, directly from my phone. And it's currently based in the USA. However, you can download it outside the USA, but you have to use like a third-party platform, I think. Like, it's kind of confusing. In the Discord, there are some people that could help you a little more, but you have to use something called like QOO app or something. But I don't know if you can do it on Apple. I think it only works on Android. But yeah, it is a pretty cool thing. It's like 0 latency basically, so we talk in real time. Today we hung out for 2 hours on Irium this afternoon, and we hung out, we talked. I made my lunch on Irium, and I ate my lunch on Irium. Did a little mukbang, and it was fun. And yeah, it's a much more like chill, laid back version of my streams, so it's nice. Thank you, Strawb. I started tearing up as you cheered me on with my question. Thank you so much. I'm the Chris. Aww. Well, Chris, your question was very sweet, and I'm really happy that you enjoyed my advice, and I really do believe in you. I meant everything I said. I tried really hard to write out good notes for this stream for everyone's questions so that you would get good, advice from my brain and my heart. So I hope that Big Sis was able to make you happy. But with that being said, I think Big Sis is going to tuck you into bed now. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. It was very yappy, but I think that's a good thing sometimes. So yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to be streaming on Twitch or YouTube. Tomorrow I will be on Irium doing karaoke. So if you haven't already downloaded Irium and you want to give it a try, feel free to hop on over to Irium tomorrow night, 6 p.m. EST, and we will spend some time together. All gifts 500 points and up on Irium tomorrow will be able to suggest a song for me to sing. So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited, and let's see who we can raid. Oh, bye-bye, no Oh, you're welcome. Stream was super fun tonight. And you're very welcome, Brandon. I'm glad the advice was able to help you guys. I hope it was able to help you guys. I really did try to give decent advice. I'm not the best at some advice because some of your problems I also struggle with, so, you know, but at least I can be there for moral support and give you the best advice I can possibly give. You know? Okay, let's see who's live. Okay, we are going to read. Also, don't forget, I uploaded a new YouTube video yesterday, so if you didn't already check that out, feel free to go check it out. It's also on my Patreon if you're interested in listening to it over there. And yeah, I hope you have a really good night, and I'll see you tomorrow on Earium. If not seeing you tomorrow on Earium, I'll see you Saturday morning for some comfy morning ASMR, okay? We'll wake up together and have a nice comfy morning. And it'll also be a sponsored stream with Yumi Twins, so that'll be nice. Oh, thank you for this episode. Yeah, tonight was so fun. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, Toast, I'm sorry. Enjoy your mom's birthday, and if you want to listen to the VOD will be up. So without further ado, we're going to raid Yuji. If you want to use the raid commands, I personally like raid 3. You can use whatever you want. You can also use raid 2 if you don't have a cell. And as for my YouTube cuties, obviously you're not on the Twitch raid, but you can always join Twitch if you'd like. I'd love to have you on Twitch. If not, you can always go and check out my YouTube videos on YouTube. I'd love to have you in the ASMR roleplay YouTube community. Or you can also join my Patreon. Even at the free tier, there's some exclusive content. I know some people earlier were asking about the ear nommies and ear licking and stuff. I do have some of that on my free tier as well on Patreon. So if you do like that content from me, feel free to join the Patreon, even at the free tier, and you can get more content over there. Oh, I'm sorry, Rat. Hey, I'll see you next time, okay? And the VOD will be up if you want to rewatch it. Bye, cuties. Have a good night.